Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some tips on how to clear the eczema in your children. These tips can be from brand new babies all the way up to adults, but my son, who is about 2 years old, had eczema until he was about 1. I cleared him using these tips. And so I think these are best for toddlers, but like I said, they apply to everyone. So let's just get started. Eczema can be caused by 3 things. So number 1, it can just be caused by sensitivities to products touching your skin, such as the detergent you're using, maybe the shampoo you're using, the dish soap that's, you know, getting on your kids' hands, etc. Those are really easy to manage because all you have to do is eliminate them, those products, and substitute them for natural products, and your child's eczema should clear up. However, if your child's eczema does not clear up and it just continues to get worse or just stay the same over time, then you're most likely dealing with 2 things: food sensitivities and candida overgrowth. I get a lot of people asking how it's possible for a child so young, even babies, to have candida overgrowth when they've only been feeding off of breast milk or something. So just really quickly, if the mother, you, has candida, which honestly most people do, if you have candida overgrowth while you are pregnant, candida actually crosses a placental barrier and it can get to the baby, and your baby will have candida in the womb. So that's the first way. The second way is that your baby on the way out, like while being born, will also get your candida from your vaginal tract. Now the good thing is that children who are born and they're so young, and you tackle this super young before it gets really out of control and the candida becomes systemic, it's really easy to manage and it's easy to clear. So the sooner you start and do these tips and help your little baby improve their dysbiosis, the sooner and better and easier it is to clear the candida and the eczema. So with those, you also usually will have to look at food sensitivities. They usually come together with candida. Now again, people say, how can my baby have food sensitivities if they're only feeding off of breast milk? Well, your baby is eating whatever you're eating. So if you are eating dairy or gluten or cane sugar, corn, soy, even oranges and chocolate sometimes can be triggers, or nuts, those are all the main allergens. Your child can have sensitivities to those even if they are just a teeny baby. So definitely keep your diet in mind. I'm not here to tell you how to eat, but that's just definitely a way that your child could be getting or developing food sensitivities. The second thing is if your child's a toddler and has, sorry, kids are making noise, but the second thing is if your child is a toddler and has already just been eating, you know, gluten and certain foods that can, you know, cause food sensitivities, like nuts are big, eggs are big, then you might want to look at eliminating those. So the first thing you want to do is you want to address your diet. Once your child's diet is perfect, I really recommend being 100% gluten-free and cane sugar-free. If your child does want honey and maple syrup, you can give it to them, but I do recommend for a time being to be really low sugar and try to not give them any sweeteners or any really sugary fruits like watermelon, bananas, etc. So with that being said, once your child's diet is addressed and you're focusing on just clean, whole, natural, and mostly veggies type foods, and your diet is the same if your baby is really small and has eczema, then it's time to move on to supplements. So the number 1 supplement I always recommend is actually cod liver oil. When you have eczema, it's in one of the number 1 signs of essential fatty acid deficiency. So your body uses healthy fats from cod liver oil and other healthy fats really, but cod liver oil is a fantastic source of EPA and DHA, and your body uses these to help build tissues, build cells, nourish the skin, hydrate the skin. So I really recommend including cod liver oil. It also contains a vitamin A and D, which are also really good for the skin. Now, there is like a little thing. So a lot of times your children can just have really stressed digestive tracts, and they might not actually be able to absorb the cod liver oil you're giving them. Most kids should be fine, but if you find that you're giving your kid cod liver oil and stuff already, but their skin does not seem to be improving, maybe try getting a digestive enzyme that contains either like a bile salt or lipase or something that can actually break down fat, and you can either pour it into their bottle, pour it into their oatmeal, or in their smoothie or something. Just make sure it does not contain hydrochloric acid, because if it does, you do not want to be opening the capsule and giving it to them that way. But there are definitely digestive enzymes out there that can help break down fats and stuff that might actually help them, and it might be just what they need to prevent their food sensitivities and help absorb the fats that you're going to give them. So the next thing is that I always recommend is probiotics. You guys know this, but you need it to repopulate the gut, especially if they've gotten the dysbiosis, you know, since birth from you. I passed it on to both two of my children. My third was okay, but two of my children definitely got bad candida from me, and that's how my son's eczema developed. But I do recommend probiotics. You can use any dosage you want. Start low and then increase. Start in the millions depending on the age of your child and increase as they grow. Directions are always on the bottle for how much to take. But definitely include probiotics in their diet. If they're a brand new baby, open it and pour it into their bottle, pour it right into their mouth. Just find a way to get it in their little bodies. And another thing too is if your baby gets a lot of diaper rashes or has thrush, that's a good sign that they have candida and dysbiosis. And if they also have eczema, then you know what to do. Supply them with probiotics and clear the candida. The next thing is liquid chlorophyll. This will actually help clear the candida. It'll cleanse their little colons and it'll actually alkalize the body to help kind of reduce the redness and inflammation. You can just put like a teaspoon or something in their bottle, put it right into their mouth, put it in a smoothie. So depending on the age of the child, you can increase the dose. Just follow directions on the bottle, but definitely try to incorporate it. It actually doesn't really have much flavor, and if you get the mint flavored ones, it's even better because they seem to like it a little bit more. And the next thing is coconut oil. This one you can just do like a tablespoon or half a tablespoon right into their mouth. It actually will help kill off candida because it's antimicrobial, and it's a healthy fat, so it'll also nourish the skin. I also recommend aloe vera gel, but in teeny amounts, especially if your baby's tiny, because it is a diuretic. It can actually, like, it really lubricates and hydrates the colon, and it can cause diarrhea if they have too much. So be very cautious with this, but you can put it in a smoothie or something, and it's really anti-inflammatory, so it reduces the redness. It, you know, soothes the gut, heals the gut, kills candida. Another thing too is if you can get fresh aloe from a farmer's market or something, you can actually apply it directly to the skin. And it's really hydrating and nourishing for them with the eczema, and it kind of helps stop the itching. And the final supplement that I recommend is a good quality multi-mineral vitamin supplement for your children. So this is really important to help with all the metabolic functions in their body and help with tissue regeneration and tissue repair. You can get children one, just make sure it does not have high fructose corn syrup or any bad ingredients or loads of sugar in it, because that will just end up feeding candida as well. So just get a good quality one. But it's definitely optional if they're eating a really good diet. If they're giving, you know, if you're giving them foods and lots of green smoothies and salads and things like that, then they should not need it. And if they're a brand new baby, they shouldn't need it either, provided that you are taking your multivitamin before you're breastfeeding them. So those are my eczema tips for kids. So I went through this video quick because I didn't want it to be super long. But if you do have any other questions, leave them in the comments down below and I will be sure to get back to you. You can also give your children gelatin and collagen to help with the gut. I do all the time and my kids actually love it, and there's no flavor, but it is really nourishing for them. You can do bone broths to help with the gut as well. So there's definitely lots of things you can do to help improve their dysbiosis, heal their guts, and help their skin. And if you start now, the younger, the better, because when they're older, they won't have these eczema problems. So thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.